Hi everyone, it's Anja here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks, and today we are making this super cute teacup with tea in it, and it's a pin holder, so a pin cushion. So I thought this was very cute, but I wanted a really cute dainty little one, so I thought this would be the ideal choice. It's quick to make, it's a really lovely present, I think, anyway. And yeah, so let's get started. So for the project I used anything from my stash really. So this is simply recycled sirdar double knitting. I have it in various colors, and I just chose what I thought would be nice. So I have a white teacup with a pink flower and a little green leaf, and then the tea, I had this light brown in that color as well, so I thought this would be perfect for it. So it's always good if you can make something from your stash, right? Now it does say 4mm on here. I am using a 2.5. Okay, so that's gone down quite a lot, but you want it to be nice and tight. Okay, other things you need: so a 2.5, really small hook, scissors, your needle, and also you will need some stuffing as well. I have toy stuffing, which I have for projects like this. I didn't put too much in, but you sort of need it to fill up the cup. So let's get started. So we are going to start with making the bottom of the tea cup, and the bottom of the teacup is exactly the same as the top of the tea. So the tea itself is the same. So you'll have to make 2 of these. I will tell you to where to go. Okay, so I will tell you how to make this at the same time as this really. So we're making this in white, but you need to make a second one in the tea color. Okay, I will tell you in a moment when you then finish that that bit, so you just have the bottom. So the bottom of the teacup is also the top of the teacup. Okay. Right, so magic circle, put your hook under, bring the cotton over and go back in and make a nice little knot there. So that is your start of your magic circle. And now we are going to do 6 single crochets. Yes, this will split, so I have to be careful. 6 single crochets into the circle. But if we do 5 and then we attach it with a slip stitch, because then that is our 6th V. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 V's at the moment. We want to avoid getting an extra one, so we pull it closed and we'd slip stitch into that first stitch, and we close up our circle. Yep, and that gives us, let me just readjust. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 V's. Okay, and we can adjust the middle just a little bit more. No, I'm pulling in the wrong direction, I think. There we go, by pulling it. Okay, so that's the start. Now we are going to do 1 chain, and now we are going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So that means we're going to do 12 single crochets. So let's just get into that first stitch. 1, 2, and into the next stitch 2 single crochets, into the next stitch 2 single crochets, and you continue your round. So make sure that at the end of the round you have 12 V's. Now then, when you do your slip stitch, you will end up with an extra V, so pull that closed so you only have 12 V's visible. Okay, what I tend to do, I skip this here, I go into here, and then I pull it closed and then I just skip the first one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and there we have it. We have 12 of these. Now again, we are going to chain 1. In the first stitch, you do 2 single crochets. In the next stitch, you do 1. The next stitch, 2. And in the next stitch, 1. And that's how you're going to continue. I will see you at the end of the row. So towards the end, we've just got that 1 stitch left, and that's okay because I have to do 1 in there. Then I skip this one here, and I put my hook in the next one there, and I do a slip stitch, and that closes up my round, and I now have 18 stitches. Chain 1. Again, we are going to do 2 single crochets in the first stitch. Then we do 1 single crochet, sorry, and another single crochet. It's always single crochets. Now 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet each in the next stitch. Then the next stitch, 2 single crochets. So this time the ratio is 2, 1, 1. Stitches, right? So we close up our stitches, our round again, and we are ready for the next round. So the next round we are going to do a chain, 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 and 2, and then we are going to do 3 single crochets, so 1, 1, 1 in the next 3 stitches. Okay, and that's how you will continue your round. So the ratio is 2, 1, 1, 1, and I will see you at the end of your round. Okay, so I've done my last stitch. I'm going to slip stitch here, and that is the last round of my bottom of my cup. Okay, so really this is the same as your top. So I've made exactly the same in the brown. Okay, so as you can see, they're identical, and this is going to be the top of our cup. So if you want to rewind the video, so to speak, and do this in brown, then you have your top ready to go. Okay, or if you make that first. Okay, so make this one as well. Okay, so I've done that. I have also done an invisible join, so you can't see the end anymore, and I've brought out a long tail, so make sure you leave a long tail when you cut it off. I have brought that into just below there. Okay, so just out of there, because that's what we're going to be using to work with later on. Again, here you can just pull that really tight. You can weave it in, but to be honest, there's no need, because that's just going to go inside the cup. Okay, so that's our tea. That's ready. The tea is ready. Okay, so we put that to the side, and now we are going to continue. So we've done this bit here. We are now going to continue the sides of our cup. So to get started, we are going to first of all decide which one is the inside and which one is the outside. So I think this one is the outside, this one is the inside. Okay, so keep the outside towards you. Okay, and you might just have to redo your last little stitch, because we are going to work in the back loop only. So you go into that back loop and you do your slip stitch, so that you're ready to get started on your next round. You do a chain, and then we are going to start doing single crochets in each stitch around, but we do it in the back loop of each stitch, and we are not going to increase anymore. So we are just doing single crochets. So let's see if I can show you clearly which loop it is that you need to catch. That one there. Okay, did I get all of it? No, it's split. There we go. And there. And that will sort of define the bottom of the cup. Not only will there be a line in our work like this, it will also stand up. The side will now stand up nicely so that the sides can start growing. There are only 30 stitches now, so we've got a circle or a round of 30 stitches to do, so that goes really quickly. And I will see you at the end of the round. I've done 29 stitches and now, or I've got 29 V's anyway, and now I do a slip stitch and that gives me my 30 V's, and we are already seeing that it's standing up, as you can tell. Okay, so then next you chain up and you're going to go under both V's of the next stitch and do a single crochet. And that is how you're going to do every round. So from this round on, you need to do 8 rounds like this. So I will see you at the end of your 8th round. At the end of each round, you do a slip stitch, a chain, and then you start your round again of single crochets. Just a single crochet in each stitch around. So best pause the video and I will see you later. I have now done my 8 rows, so in total I have 9 rows. Okay, so for the 10th row we are going to slip stitch into, so the last stitch you've done, you're going to slip stitch into the front loop to do your slip stitch. Okay, so that's closed up that round, but you're slip stitching into the front loop. So you're using the front loops of your work because you've got the outside facing you. Okay, and we are then going to chain up and we are going to do a round of single crochets in the front loop only. So we're picking up this loop here. Let me show you properly. Okay, so there's the V here. We're just picking up, always handy when your thread is in the way, we're picking up this one here. Okay, that way you will have a tiny lip on your cup, and let me just show you, you will have here on the inside, you will have the other V's left over, and those we are going to use to attach our T. Okay, so there is method to my madness, it seems, sometimes. Okay, so let's keep going of doing the single crochets in the front V all the way round. And the last one here. There we go. And now we slip stitch into there, so it's nicely closed off. And then we are going to chain 15. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then we are going to do a single crochet in the second chain from your hook. So not that one, but that one. So pick up 2, pick like as if you pick up the V. and then another single crochet in the next one. So that is your tip of your handle that's going to hang down. And now you are going to make sure it's not twisted, so just have a quick look to make sure it isn't twisted. Then you are going to hold the handle where you want it to go, obviously, and it's all coming undone now. Okay, so hold it right about there. Okay, and that's undone that. Then you are going to go into the third stitch, into the third chain there, or third stitch, or do the next stitch. And then you are also going to pick up down here one of the stitches in that bottom row, come out again, bring that up, and do your single crochet. And that way you've attached your handle to your cup. And now you just have to continue doing single crochets along your chain. It's a little bit awkward, but I'm sure it can be done. I'm sure you can manage. Let's just tighten that up a bit. Okay, like so. There we go. And into the next stitch. Into the next one. Into the next one. And we continue like this until we get to the top. So that's another 11 or 12 stitches, I think, that you need to do. Okay, in there. Okay, so when you get closer to the cup, just try and do as many stitches as you can, even if it means you have to put one sort of somewhere where you think, I'll just put it in the rim there, in the edge, on the edge there, and then put a slip stitch to the side. Oh, hang on a minute, let's just, yeah, like that. Okay, so put a slip stitch to the side here in one of the V's. Sorry, off camera. One of the V's here, so that you attach your, there we go, so that you attach your handle so it's nicely on there, see? And then you can hold it a little bit like that, or bend it like that. Okay. So that's our cup ready, and now we are going to tie off the wool, the cotton better. We have to tie, weave in this end, so let's do that quickly. So go into there and just in to the inside. You don't even, I mean, you should do it more carefully than the way I'm doing it right now, but you don't really need to, because it's going to disappear into the inside of the cup anyway. So I've put that there. I'm going to put all this in here, and let's get on with putting the tea in our cup. So you take a needle and you thread on the long tail that we left on the tea. Remember, we came out there because we are going to catch these ones here. Okay, and then so we'll take one here, so we go into that. Why is this tail in the way? Okay, we go into that. And then you go back to your tea and you use this one here, this one, that back one here. So not the V that's on top, not there, but just the one that's there. So this one is sticking out quite a bit, so we are picking that up, and picking up the white bit there. So pick up the next one. Can you see that? Pick up this one here and pick up that one there. And don't put it all around your cup, just there we go. Okay, and you do that all the way around, but you need to put your filling in at one point. Okay, so let me just do a few more stitches like so, and you should have the same amount of stitches going round, because of course we made it the same size. Okay, so that's going there. Okay, so let's put some filling in. I've got some here, so you might think that's too much, but in fact it's just enough, I think. So I put it in, and that's when we can start shaping our cup a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's a nice rounded one. Look at that. See? And so you keep going round with your edge there, putting in your T, and this way, look, I like that look. Sort of, you've got this, the edge of the cup going away, and then you've got the V's lying in there, and I think that's a really nice look. And then of course when you finish that, you sew in the end, you just put it inside, and that's fine, it'll go away, and then just reshape and you can put your pins in. So like I said, this is the cup video. For the flower and the leaf, I'm going to do another video because otherwise it'll take too long. So see you in that video. Bye.